A workout session with friends at a park in Bengaluru turned out quite horrific. A horror story for actor, sandalwood actor Samyuktha Hegde. She joins me right here. She speaks to India Today exclusively to pour her heart out on what really went by. Samyuktha, we saw what happened on social media. The outrage was huge. Moral policing in a city like Bengaluru, one can't really expect, right? I'm from Bangalore. You are too. That's one of the most vibrant cities one can live in. Moral policing is something that we seldom see. What did you experience, Samyuktha, and how do you feel now after a few days of this episode here?
Okay. Firstly, hello to everybody, and thank you so much for the constant support that everybody has poured in, because I mean that's created a pressure for whatever that's happened now, right? So first that, and 3 days have been really hard. 3 days have been extremely nerve-wracking. Actually, I didn't expect it to be anything like this. When I went out for my workout session, I had plans of coming back home, having a nice shower, preparing for the next day and whatever. But I did prepare for the next day for something else. So it was, I'm still shaken by what
Now
happened.
are you calm? You're finally settled. We saw you go live instantly. What was your instinct to go live? Why did you want to go live so quick, you know? And that's the talk that you know, people indulge in, that, you know, she doesn't look frightened at all. She doesn't look pushed by those people at all. She quickly went online and wanted the world to see what was happening. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I'd like you to tell me what you feel about that.
Okay, firstly, I am not like the most like
social media friendly
person.
Huh?
Yeah, so firstly, social media friendly person, because I'm not always online and I prefer being in the real world. But when this happened, I really got scared when he threatened me of you know, putting me in a case where, in a drug scandal, there are a lot of people being questioned right now for the same here, right? So I was really scared, and I just, like, I knew that, you know, I wouldn't have any video proof of this. And if I record a video, there is a possibility that somebody will delete it, or somebody will throw my phone, or something will happen, you know.
So you decided to go live quickly, instantly, so you can catch people's attention and they see what they see, and it's live. It's 100% live.
Whoever sees it are eyewitnesses to whatever happened, right? So all the people who saw it are also witnesses to everything that happened. So that was something I think I definitely wanted, because it was just 3 of us and all of them were against us. Everybody just came and they would just tell us to either leave. If they're on our side, they'd ask us to leave. If they're on their side,
we saw the other side getting a lot of support. But what really happened, Samyuktha? Was it just because you were wearing a sports bra that they came barging at you? Was it just that issue that escalated to such a point? Here we're looking at Kavita Reddy. She says that it had absolutely nothing to do with her clothes. It had to do with her playing up loud music in a park, which is completely prohibited. We asked her not to do it, and she raised the issue to proportions which you saw eventually. That was her explanation.
I mean, see, I have nothing to say about this, because the fact that I went live and the things that she said on that live, I think is proof enough that how my manners are, and how I speak, and how she spoke, and how she addressed me the whole time. And she said really, really upsetting things, you know. Girls can probably, my friends who were part of the incident, they don't even want to come out and talk about it because they're so scared. They're so scared about what happened. Like, they were just, they were not even in the right.
So what happened? If you can run us through when you were there working out with your hula hoops.
Yeah, I'll quickly run you through. So we were working out with our hula hoop. There was this guy who first came to us and said, please leave. And we said, why? And he said, this is not allowed here. What you're doing, this ring dance and all of this is not allowed. And you can't wear clothes like this, so please leave. So he said this in our local language, he said this in Kannada. And I replied back to him in Kannada saying, I don't see why there is a problem. There is no rule that we can't wear this and work out, or we can't do this anywhere. So what is the problem? So he said, we don't have a problem. There is a lady who has a problem and she's complained to us. And we are just acting on her complaint. So when he said that, I asked him to directly come talk to me. I told him, ask her to directly come talk to me if she comes. Because if she has a problem with me, then I want her to speak with me.
Yeah, say it to
And
you
not send
directly
some,
on your face.
yeah, and not send some third
Did you
person to
know who
talk to me.
Kavita Reddy was before that? She's quite an activist. She's quite a popular activist across the city. Did you know her before?
No, no, I didn't know about her. I mean, I don't know what
So she
work
came
she's
right
done.
at you, and then what? Did
She
did
came
she yell
right.
at you?
She came right at us, and she started shouting and asking us to leave. Uh, and right after maybe like 10 seconds, I don't know what happened to her. She started shouting. She started calling us names. She said, "Bitches, assholes." This is when we started recording.
That lady.
Okay,
This is when
from what I gather, from what Kavita Reddy tells me, that the
we
abuses
called
came
them.
from your end. Well,
Of course. I mean, you can see that in the video very, very clearly that how we have spoken to them, how we have addressed them. I am so glad for all the video evidences that are there from that day. You know, I've even stopped myself and I've told her, ma'am, what you're doing is wrong, ma'am. Like, you know, what this is just wrong. And she's just been like, what you guys do is like wrong. Like what
yeah,
you're wearing.
we heard what was said at the back.
Yeah,
Those are the
you deserve
words
to be
used.
like, and yeah, but I told her why would you hit, you know? And she's like, yeah, you deserve to be hit when you come like this. What? That gives no explanation to what you're saying, and it has absolutely nothing to do with how she's said her statements because she's contradicting herself with her actions.
She's issued an apology, an unconditional apology, and she sent out a video saying that whatever it is, the issue escalated. Whatever it is, I shouldn't have lost my cool, and I'm sorry. Unconditional apology I give to Samyukta and her friends.
Unfortunate incident of 4th September that involved Samyukta Hegde, her two friends, public and myself has been blown out of proportion. I have stated my version of the incident and I have expressed regret. And even though I did not physically assault or hit Samyukta's friend, which was evident in the video, I still owe an unconditional apology for losing my temper, irrespective of whatever may be the provocation. Moral policing is something I've always opposed, and it's unthinkable that I would make such regressive comments. With public around, there was a lot of arguments, heated exchanges, and out of context video recordings. The ugly incident should not have happened, nor it should be made political or seen as moral policing. As a responsible citizen and a progressive woman, I am issuing an unconditional apology to everyone at the location of the incident.
Do you accept her apology?
Firstly, it's a very half-hearted, you know, just I have to apologize because so much has happened sort of apology. But I've spoken about this with my family, and I've come considering the fact that I'm considering her age, and I'm keeping in mind about what happened, and not budging on this, not taking my complaint back or any of that. But because the FIR has already been lodged, and you can't take an FIR.
So you're going
back.
to pursue your complaint here, your FIR.
No, I do accept her apology. Considering all of this, I do accept her apology. Though it's very half-hearted. It's very seen that in her apology, she's saying it like a third person did it. Like somebody came and somebody did it. Like it's like I'm apologizing. Imagine you come to my house and I'm not at home, and something wrong happens in my house. I am apologizing to you for that. It sounds very much like that. It sounds very much
A
like
half-hearted apology. You say, do you accept it? Yes.
I do accept it. Yes, I do accept it.
Are you going to withdraw your complaint then?
No, I am not pursuing any charges against her, but I'm pursuing the whole charges against Anil. And for what he did, he locked us up. He didn't let us go. He threatened us.
Who is this man?
Threatened me. This man's name is Anil Reddy. This man's name is Anil Reddy, and he apparently said that he's part of some media, something. He wore his ID card and he started recording me, and he started saying things. He really scared me. Like, people like that can scare you when you're in a situation.
And there were quite a few people who gathered eventually, and this is Corona times. You can't be among people, among a crowd like that, and you
And I'm
you
constantly
managed all
saying
of it
that.
and somehow tried to move out of that situation, but not before quite some amount of push and pull. But we heard that even till the end, Kavita Reddy was pushing you and pressurizing you to come to the police station. What was the what was the basis of you being taken by the police to the station? You eventually went to the station. You refused to
Firstly, I
board
didn't.
the Hoysala van. You said, I'm going to walk it or I'm going to come in my personal vehicle. I saw your entire video.
Yeah.
Eventually, you went to the police station, and what happened there?
Yes, I mean, I did go to the police station in my personal vehicle. My friend came. My friend saw the video. He went. He actually saw the live. He didn't know where I was. He saw the live and he got there so quickly. And he picked us up and we went to the station. And once we went to the station, the inspector who was there, his name is Reddy. He spoke perfectly. He was the only cop that day who spoke to us with respect and spoke the truth. Like he said, you or me or anybody has no right to tell what she's wearing or
Yeah.
what she's doing or comment on her choices or comment on their choices. Nobody has that.
What I'm actually flabbergasted is to see the kind of commotion only because you were wearing active sports gear.
That's
Sports bra is also not even a term here. It's active sportswear from what we
yeah.
look at it
And
in
also,
today's world. So for you to be heckled, harassed, pushed, as per your claim and your complaint, that's unfair. Moral policing that was so out in the open with the lady gaining that kind of support and strength from people all around. But she says that's not true. You were violating the norms of the park. You were playing loud music, which is why they came down on you heavy. And when you were told not to play it, you had an argument with the watchman. Did you have an argument with the watchman at all there, Samyukta?
absolutely not. Firstly, I don't even think that there is a watchman there. And I have never seen. I've been there. I've been to that park only 4
Who was
times.
the one who came and told you not to wear clothes like that? Did he also say don't play
He
music?
wasn't. No, he didn't. I mean, there was no music. There was no music. Okay, we played a song on our. We recorded our video of doing the hook. We played music on the phone that was recording, like this, the same phone.
Okay, so the music was on the phone.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that is all it was.
that we know how loud that can be.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to ask. Do they have any proof of anything that they're claiming? Nothing. Like they have absolutely nothing over us. They're just trying to make us make themselves look good or make her look good, and she's not. Basically, she's not completely accepting to all of this. But having said that,
So they called you indecent, Samyukta. What's your take on that? In today's society, you wearing a sports bra in a park is indecent. What's the message you'd give to all the other girls who go out to work out in public wearing active sports
please,
gear that could look like a sports bra, shorts that could look, some
I
can
mean,
misconstrue it to be an underwear. That's precisely what you have people saying all sorts of things, right? Women's clothing, you can describe it in any way. It's all in the eyes of the beholder.
I watched this video where the girl asked a question. I mean, I watched this video because of this issue. There were so many things that came on the internet, right? There was this one video that I watched of a girl, and she asked, and very, very valid question, why are men allowed to piss on the road? Nobody crowds around them. Nobody tells them that this is not something you can do. You can't flash yourself in public and do all of this. But a girl wearing a sports bra, and luckily, I generally work out with sports bra, active wear, like how you said, sports bra and shorts. How you sweat and how you get the highest amount of sun. That's how I normally work out. I was wearing pants and a sports bra. I was going to a park and I kept in mind that, a lot of people are going to be around. So I'm going to wear pants because I just don't want people to keep looking at me. Already there is that. For all the girls that are out there, there's already that people bat an eye just because you wear clothes that are short or clothes that are revealing. But it's our choice. If it's my body, I will decide what I want to put on it. And nobody will tell me how I will walk with it or where I will wear a shirt. If I will want to wear a shirt as a skirt also, it's my wish.
Do you believe, or how much do you believe is too much? How much is too much, Samyukta?
How much is too much, as in? What is how much is too much?
What according to you is too much? Is there anything called too much?
I don't think there is anything called too much. See, if you think what you are doing in your space, in your personal space, is right, and you're comfortable doing what you're doing, nobody has the right to question your choices. As long as I'm not violating anybody else's rights or any rules,
Anyone
I don't
else's
think that-
personal space?
yeah, anyone else's personal space. I don't think there is any problem here. Moral policing is absolutely wrong, and this is exactly what Kavita did. Kavita Reddy came there and she told us not to do this, not to do ring dancing, not to do cabaret dancing, not to do things like this. I don't know what that even means, okay? And
We saw. Let's take a snippet of that video exactly where we can hear her even speaking in the background. We see what the commotion happened. Let's take a look at that.
Please help us. We were flowing, we were doing our hoop stuff here, and now we have ishtu jana bandidare.
All right, Samyukta, this of course is quite disturbing for all those women who want to go out and have a free time at a park. But again, let me tell you, here is Kavita Reddy, who says that I'm the most liberal woman. I, for one, I'm against moral policing. So that's totally, this entire argument has been turned around me and made this into a Congress BJP, a political slugfest. There's absolutely no moral policing that she indulged in. All she said was asked three of your friends to keep it low. And considering you all were in a park area, it's also a residential area by the side. There are very few lakes. Agara Lake is one of the few lakes that they're trying to conserve. So considering all of that, keeping in mind, and Kavita Reddy is also the member of the lake committee there. So she is responsible for, to keep the park in order. So all she did was come and tell you, please keep it low. But you all started arguing, it became such a big scene. And then the allegations that you're a troublemaker. Anyway, what's your take on that?
You had this conversation today.
Sorry?
You had this conversation with her today.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good to know. I mean, it's just shocking how it's like throwing a facade. Yeah, I think that would be perfect. Wear a mask and you smile and you say sorry. But inside, you don't feel any remorse. But hey, I think one thing everybody has realized from this case or what has happened here is that next time, anybody before they go and tell a girl you're not wearing the right clothes or you're not doing the right thing or go from here or it's not the right time, they will think twice. Maybe this has made an impact at least on some people. And this is a feather on the cap for the entire society, not for me, not for my friends. What we went through was harsh and hard and whatever. But keeping all of that aside, I think this is for us as a society to see that so many people came in solidarity to address something that was wrong, and justice was brought so quick. I mean, even if her.
No, but what's ironic, Samyukta, is that you got support not from the people on ground and not from the neighbors around. You got support from unknown people from social media, on social media. So that was ironic, right? Because we saw the video, people on ground were as aggressive and angry that you were wearing a sports bra and indecently dressed.
Yes. I mean, I think it is also a crowd mentality to just see where the majority is and support that. And the minority always gets budged. Also, there were a lot of people, who were on our side, but they were so scared to see all these people. They were coming up to us and telling us, please, madam, you please leave. We don't want anything to happen to you. There were people who came and threatened us and said, just regret it and leave from here. Like we've done something wrong.
Right.
So,
yeah, I heard one of them, a passerby, also say that we've seen these girls. They're fine. They work out here every day. They don't create a scene. So, a quick word on a conservative society, Samyukta. There is a huge hue and cry about how we may be influenced from the West, and we're a conservative Indian society. So let's honor our culture. Let's honor our tradition. Let's be respectful of it. A quick word on that from you.
I believe in believing in a person's heart, whatever that they want to do, whatever that makes them happy, and leaving them to be. That's why I think that is Western culture. Western culture is not that you wear short clothes or you go out in the night or you party a lot. No, that is not Western culture. Western culture is just that they let you be. Whatever you are, they let you be. You can walk around in a bikini on the road in Europe and nobody is going to look at you. Because they are all living, they're doing their own things and they want to have their own mind and they want to live in their own space, you know. They don't want to disturb somebody else's space and disturb their own space too. This is exactly what happened. I mean, I was not expecting somebody to just come barge in and take something away.
That's the least that you'd expect, especially in a city like Bangalore. Bengaluru
Yeah,
is so open to
and
different
just
kinds of
started.
people, different cultures. So it is a little upsetting to see a video like that go viral. And you've got great support on that. Kudos to you for fighting back. Appreciate your courage at that moment, quick thinking. You brought your friends together and you fought with the public and eventually went on to file a police complaint. Not many do that. You did it and you've sent out a message. Message taken. Thank you, Samyuktha. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. I hope you take care of yourself. Yeah.
You too.
Bye bye.